So I just wanted to make this video to talk about something that I just kind of thought about and thought was an interesting way to look at something, share my opinion, see what you think about what I have to say, what your opinion is. I like sharing opinions. That's how we grow and learn from each other. So I want to talk about my grandparents. Okay, you know, that older generation that's born in the 30s. If you still have family members that age, or if you know people that age, you know, they're a little different in some regards than the rest of us. So they can be a little more crude and harsh in the way they say things, and they can be a little more of a tough love type of attitude with things. And I just tonight just realized, I mean, like, that's who Donald Trump is. Okay, he's a grandpa. He is that generation that we always forgive for the way they act, because we know that's who they are as a group of the greatest generation. So I just wanted to share that, because I think that really can give us a different view on what he's trying to do. I truly think that he loves this country, and he wants to instill a future for his grandkids and his great-grandkids and his great-great-grandkids, you know, just his people, just like my grandparents want for me and for my kids and for their kids, because that's why we pass our seed on, right? So that we can live. We procreate to keep our DNA out there. So that's what we all want. And, you know, we're too busy to see these simple things. I think sometimes we forget who Donald Trump is, because we think of him as just this billionaire who's famous, and that clouds our views and understanding that he is just a person from that same generation. Yeah, he's got a lot of money, but that's what got him in the White House. And that's why we should be like, yeah, one of us, one of the people, not a career politician, not someone who made it a career and made tons of money from being in the White House. Not one of those. That's not what he did. He made his money before, and he made so much that he got famous and was able to work his way into the White House. The average person can't do that anymore. It's become too much of a business. And these people being in there, working there 30 and 40 years, you know, that's not healthy. You should not go in to one of those jobs being an average person, or, you know, even, you know, upper scale America, and coming out a billionaire. That does not mathematically make any sense. He didn't do that. He's there because we're lucky he's in the position that he could get in there. And now he just wants to keep America the way it's always been, because we know it's good. So why go in a direction that's gonna change that? We don't realize how lucky we are, because we take it for granted, because most of us have been here for generations and generations. And maybe we're not well traveled. We don't see what other countries are like. We're so lucky. We don't need to let that change. And nobody's trying to change the government. And I don't think what Trump had intentions of yesterday was like, what do you expect from the people that love him, these patriots? They want the same thing he wants. And no violence. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants the government to go down. We want them out. Like the ones that are crooked. Like it's like, that's not what it's for. Too many people have too much power. And that things need to change with that. I'd like to hear your opinion. These are just some of the things I've been thinking about. And I wanted to say them before, you know, they lose their meaning to me. But I'm really, you know, we're at a really pivotal point here, and I'm worried about what's going to happen. But people are so angry because so much is just going on, and it's a distraction. How can we not see that this is a distraction? You know, all this fighting, like, it's us against them, okay? it's us against them. The government is us. We are the people. They don't get to go in there and dictate every single thing and start taking our freedoms away. Without us, we're the government. We pay that. Our taxes pay that. We the people, just try to think about that and give me your opinions. Because maybe you can make me see something a little different. And please, don't take this offensively or be mad or think I'm just an American and I love all Americans. I mean, I love all humans, okay? But there's something we're survivors. Everyone in this country is here because we had, whether it be we're first generation or we're 13th generation, we had family that took a really big risk and came here and wanted an America for freedoms for their family and for their children and their children's children. And we're children of survivors. They were the toughest people to be able to come here and start fresh from wherever, from whenever, whatever the time was. And we owe it to them to keep doing better and to keep it together. Just to stop fighting with each other and stop listening to the media, who we all know they want money. That's all they care about. The top few just getting richer and just forget all of us. And then in the meantime, they paint these pictures. Remember who we are, and the person we have in the White House right now is one of us. He is not a career politician. That makes him different than everyone else there. Okay? Mwah, I love you. I don't want to fight. I don't want anybody to take anything that I say wrong. Just think about your grandpa. Just think about your grandpa.